No, this is D47 AM PM pop off all day for real, revisiting as much rugby league information as possible. Right now, yet another addition to the all points down the one end playlist, and so you're not missing any essential rugby league information, watching this video all the way through to the end as per always. Now, wow. Recently, I did the Titans-Cowboys game. It was only a few weeks ago where we had all points at the one end, when Titans led 20-0 at half time, and Cowboys got their 18 points in the second half. Well, only a few weeks later, we got another all points at the one end game. This time, the 2024 round 13 game, Origin affected the game, but we saw St George Illawarra Dragons defeat Penrith Panthers 22 points to 10, with all points down the one end of Penrith Stadium, the train station end. The end of the stadium is closer to Penrith train station. So, let's do it. So, going into the game, both teams affected by Origin duty. Dragons, of course, missing Zach Lomax and missing Ben Hunt. Also, Maclean wasn't playing, not because of Origin, but he wasn't playing. And Penrith missing a huge chunk of players. Nathan Cleary already injured, but also missing Dylan Edwards, also Jerome Luai, also Isaiah Yeo, also Liam Martin. So they were missing a lot of their best players too. So I actually thought this was going to be a really close game, like a dour one, which it was, especially in the wet weather. We had a lot of wet weather. Thought it was going to be like a real dour affair, and it was, with just the 6 tries, 22 points to 10. But, like I said, all points down the one end of the field, so needs to be added to the playlist. So obviously in the first half, Penrith got all their points, and the second half, Dragons got all theirs. So Penrith's 10 points coming in the first half. The first try scored by the improving young centre Paul Alamoti. He crashed over for a very good try, but he then missed the conversion of his own try. Then, just before half time, we saw the first career try by the Penrith replacement player. Jesse Maclean's his name. And Jesse Maclean did brilliantly well. There was a towering Penrith bomb put up, and he caught the bomb, and he managed to just stay inside the touch line before going over to score in the corner. Despite St George Illawarra's Tyrell Sloan nearly putting him over the sideline, he managed to stay in and get his first ever career try. And that time, Alamoti did convert for Penrith, and Penrith led 10-0 at half time. But obviously, that was where the joy ended for Penrith, and Dragons eventually found their rhythm, found their groove. And early in the second half, the replacement forward, Toby Couchman, crashed over for a try under the post. Doesn't get many, so good to see one of the forwards getting a try. Converted by Flanagan. And Dragons only trailed 10 points to 6 at that point. Then, Tyrell Sloan, who's very hot and cold, had one of his hot games this time. He pounced onto a beautiful grubber kick to score next to the, just to the right of the post. Converted by Flanagan. Dragons now led 12 points to 10. Before, Matthew Feagai, who's a very good player, playing only because Ravelar wasn't playing. So Feagai filling in on the left wing, but he is a very good player, even though he doesn't get to play first grade very often. Dragons forward Luciano Leilua threw an awesome cutout ball to him, and he managed to go over and score in the left corner, despite the Penrith players trying to put him out. That one not converted. Dragons led 16-10. And then late in the game, in the 72nd minute, the Dragons forward Raymond Faitala-Mariner, formerly an excellent Bulldogs forward, but he's now Dragons. He crashed over to score out wide, and that one converted by Flanagan. Final score, Dragons 22, Panthers 10. So, yeah, yet another game with all the points down the one end. Every time we do get one of those, I'm going to obviously do the video for it, but yeah, wasn't expecting to have, we've now had 3 in the same season. We had the Knights Storm game in round 3, when Knights hung on beat Storm 14-12, and now we've had 2 more. Can't believe we've had 3 games of all points down one end in the same season. It's hard enough to get 1 in the one season, let alone 3 in the one season. So if you're still watching all the way through to the very end, thank you so much for not missing any brutal rugby league information as per always. And as per always, you can head over to my second channel, D47 Stab Jokes, and there's a ton of ridiculous dad jokes on there. And you can also come to the long form channel here, where it says serious business AM PM pop off in this bitch at all times. Thank you so much for watching, D47.